what they're kind of trying to do here is take the Ten Commandments and say, this is a summary of the natural law. But it's not really. First of all, it has stuff in there that we would not consider part of the natural law. For example, the Sabbath command, discussion of not coveting your neighbor's slaves, for example. Slavery was allowed in the Old Testament, but I don't think that that's natural. I don't think that's part of natural law that slavery is okay. And more than that, the Ten Commandments are not distinct from the law of Moses. They're part of the law of Moses. And so, the Old Testament never makes these distinctions that these folks are trying to make, and some Christians try to make, about different types of laws. Well, there's ceremonial laws, and those disappear. And then there's civil laws, and those disappear unless you're a theonomist. And then there's moral laws, and those continue. That's not part of the Old Testament mindset. These are intertwined together. We never read, okay, well, this is going to go away, but this other thing is eternal and it's moral, So it's really all one thing. And the Ten Commandments are not universally intuited as a whole. There might be parts of it that you could say are. Moving into the New Testament, why are Christian nationalists basing their proposed society on the Old Covenant law? And Paul, I think, kind of essentially tells us why in 2 Corinthians 3. The Old Covenant, which was carved in stone, 10 Commandments, brought condemnation, death, and the glory that was already fading. Death and condemnation, that's a perfect fit for the state. So, obviously these people know they can't base their society of death on the more glorious new covenant that actually brings, righteousness and eternal glory. Are they going to write laws based on the Sermon on the Mount? Love your enemies, turn the other cheek, be meek, make peace, suffer rather than seek revenge. God forbid. So they want to do the same thing with those laws that those ideas, those commandments that the Pharisees did to the one who preached it. Away with it. We don't want to go forward. We want to go back. So 10 Commandments as a system of law has been done away with in Christ. For Christians, it's gone. It might inform how we follow Christ at times, but it's not our law anymore. Christian nationalists want to make it our law again, but in doing so, they're undoing what Christ accomplished. And not only that, so not only are they sort of taking Christians back, but they want us to force it on non-Christians living within our national borders. So this is not at all a biblical idea.